Last week, the gold market chopped around quite a bit, and as you can see, it's been choppy pretty much for the past few weeks. So if you're looking for a game plan for this upcoming week, then stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to show you my entries, exits, and my profit targets inside of the gold market. Now, we can see here's our analysis from last week. And price, because it chopped around so much, there's not much for us to change, but there are some things that we do want to tweak so that way we have a nice solid game plan for this upcoming week. So I'm just going to call off some of the levels from last week and then start from there. So if we look here on the daily time frame, we can see that we have this all-time high area of about 3,500, and then we have our next level here at around 34, 33, and then we have another level here at 3202, and then I'm going to skip this area because we have to go down to lower time frames in order to make sense of that. So skipping that information, we're going to go to here at 3311, and then also this level here at 3284, and then we also have another level here at the bottom at 3245, and then our last level on this time frame is going to be at 3206. All right, so let's go ahead and go down to the H4 time frame, and now we can see a lot more data, and I'm not going to make any adjustments because price didn't even touch that level. As we can see from last week, price did respect this level here at 340201, really close to 3400 flat. So there's nothing for us to do. The game plan is still going to be the same as far as targeting price from this level all the way up to the previous high, 3432. All right, so let me just get rid of that, and we'll talk more about that when we get into the game plan portion. But for right now, we can see that price did kind of respect this level here at 3381, and then we do have another level here at 3369 that was also respected, that was called out last week. And then we do have this zone right here at 3345 that was also somewhat respected. So for this week, now that we have some new price action and data in this level, let's just go ahead and make a quick modification right here. So this is going to be at 3342. The game plan is basically still the same in that regard. Let's go ahead and go to the H2 time frame. All right, so now that we got a bit more data here, we can see that this level chopped around quite a bit, and I think I want to leave it alone for right now. I may make adjustments on the H1 time frame, but for right now, we're going to leave it. We modified this. That is looking good. And let me look at this level. Yeah, this level at 3311, that still looks good to me. Let's go down to the H1 time frame so that way we could potentially mark up some levels for our game plan for this upcoming week. And I also wanted to say, if you haven't downloaded the 5-minute fast track guide, go ahead and download that so that way you can follow along in this video and be able to mark up your charts exactly like I do, because I provide step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Go ahead and check out the link in the description box below.
What if you can trade gold or any market in just 1 hour per day, even if you have a full-time job, and still grow the account? Most traders think that they have to sit in front of charts all day, and maybe if they step away, they may either miss a setup or they may come back to a losing trade. Well, in this free masterclass, I'm going to show you a calm and repeatable way for you to enter trades with confidence, and you can lose all the anxiety when you step away from your charts. Go ahead and check out the free masterclass. It's totally free.
All right, so now that we have the H1 time frame here, we can see this with a lot more clarity. And this was from last week. It's still looking good, so I'm not really going to touch that. This level is still looking good. Still choppy, but still looking good. And then this level is looking good as well. We can see that it matched up nicely with this resistance that formed this past week. Remember, this was called out last week, and this here is still looking good even though it's a little choppy. I do want to add another level around, I want to add it around here at, this is at 3332, especially because we can see that price came down to this area, rejected, came down to this area, rejected a little bit. I actually caught a nice buy in the zone, so I definitely want to mark it off. And we'll see what price do this upcoming week. So other than that, let me just take a look. This is still looking good. Nothing else to change because price is basically just in this consolidation zone for this upcoming week. All right. So now as far as my game plan goes, so I do see another level that I do want to mark off here, and this is going to be here. And this level is at 33.46, mainly because I would be looking for some sort of continuation to the upside. If this is broken, I was looking for this upcoming week and it just didn't play out. So I'm glad that I took my profit and just let the market do what it do, especially because in here it did form a level of resistance. It did push up a little bit higher, but it started to sell off, staying in the zone right here. So I'll be looking for continuation of buys in this zone, and then also from this level up to about this level here at 33.69. Keeping in mind that price action was choppy in here, so just being a bit careful as I look for those buys for this upcoming week. And then going back to this level is still a bit choppy, so it could be a little uncertain as to what price will want to do. But for right now, what I see is price potentially coming back to this level and maybe bouncing off and continuing to go down, or the opposite could be true in terms of price coming back down to here and then continuing to form some market structure to push up higher. So just basically just waiting to see what scenario plays out in the market. The markets in August typically are choppy in general, so this is nothing new to me, and basically it shouldn't be new to you at all, but just be aware of what price could potentially do and just being prepared and being cautious when it comes to some of these potentials in the market. So these are two ideas so far. And then, of course, let's go ahead and measure this level from 33.32 all the way down to 31.11. So that's another thing that I'll be looking for. And as you can see, my bias is still pretty much the same around this level. And if we look over here, we can see that there's a market structure that I could potentially use as clues for this upcoming week. And then, of course, if price continues to sell off, then I would be looking for continued sales from this level at 33.11 all the way down to 32.84, and then of course all the way down here to this major level at 32.69. So basically just being cautious no matter which direction I take inside of the market for this upcoming week. And basically that is the analysis for this upcoming week. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. And also keep in mind that we are currently posting videos 3 times per week. That is Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that way you don't miss any of these awesome videos, and I'll see you there.